So I want to do a quick update on the 65 Galaxie. From my last video, the car was actually in one piece and I was kind of just fixing some frame parts. Since then, obviously, took the motor out, had it remachined. It's got the Super Cobra jet heads, 460. Did a 12-to-1 cam. Actually took the bigger cam out of it. It was just a little too much for the car, to be honest. It was like a 16-to-1. Wasn't much of a driver. It's more of a racer. But yeah, so here's the update on the frame. I just got it painted, or finally finished painting it yesterday. It took me about, I don't know, a month to kind of get the frame right. And had to re-weld all these brackets up here and put in new pieces because all of them were shot. I'll have to drill out the holes for the mounts for here. You got your front mount, which is great. When I did the paint and everything, I re-welded a lot of the seams and all that stuff just to make them stronger. Painted up inside, everywhere. It was very difficult, actually. This is my son. Say hi, Chicky.
Hi.
There's this car on this car. And then as far as the welding for the frame goes, we redid the entire frame, cut out a bunch of the rear parts, put in new pieces. I mean, this sucker is solid now. It's in good shape. And the other thing I did was I sealed up or capped off every hole I could find, really, because that's kind of the big problem with these frames and why they rot out. Is there's just so many areas where there's holes for water to get in and out of, and just doesn't really hold it well. This is a lot of welding here for all these pieces. We welded whole new bottom plates on all of them. Reconnection. Both inside areas here on this curve were rotted a little bit, so I re-welded that entire piece on both sides. Most of the frame, I left the upper inner portion and just did a wrap on it because that was all good. But everything else is channeled with 3/16. It's gonna be pretty rigid. Not a whole lot of flex, but that's fine. Be careful with that. It moves. Redid all the top suspension, inner cross member. I actually am getting ready to do the whole 9-inch rear end now, refinish it after I wrap up the frame, but I want to do a video before I did that. And then here's my new mounts that I built that are welded in all throughout the car, sealed up nicely. But these are all welded in with, and I used the bolts out of a F250. That'll be the holders. None of that slip stuff anymore that gets stuck. I gotta weld these in still, but I'm still cleaning up some old welds that the people that were on here before did.
Who are you talking to?
And then doing the firewall next. Transmission will get cleaned up, painted. Redo the interior. I'm gonna redo the dash. I got a whole new wiring harness for the car too. I'll tell you how that goes. I got a quick wire setup, so I think that'll work out pretty well. When I was doing my research, it seemed to have everything I needed. But yeah, all in all, it's coming along pretty good. And like I said, just finding random areas and fixing and doing all that fun stuff. I'm looking forward to see how the mounts work out. The suspension I took out completely. What I ended up doing here is I ordered some new parts, but kept most of it original. And I just took everything and I'm cleaning it up real good and powder coating. So this is original. This is what they look like coming out. They're just completely covered in dirt and everything. And it's hard to tell because of the dust, but this one's been cleaned up and it's actually been powder coated. So they're gonna clean up pretty good. And then the rear end, I got all new 4-link. I forgot the company name, but yeah, I'll let you know how that goes once I get to that point. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Pretty happy with everything so far. Once I do this, I'm gonna wrap the frame covered up, protect it. Now I'm doing the underbody of the car, stripping all this old rubber off, this old spray, fixing the inner wells. Did some really weird welding hacks here, and I just want to clean it up so it looks good. So other than that, drive shaft's been done too. But yeah, coming along.